University of Illinois. We've got 3A basketball coming your way tonight. The third-place game between Chicago Simeon and Chicago St. Ignatius College Prep. I'm Lee Hall along with Cameron Smith, and this is that game that people always talk about. It's one last chance to go out on a winning note for these teams that had pretty close, pretty heartbreaking losses this afternoon.
Yeah, it's something that a lot of these kids have been through in certain stages before where they played a lot of AAU basketball and you lose a game, but this is a bigger stage, right? I mean, those aspirations of winning a state championship are now gone, but it's up to the coaching staff and really up to the leaders of this team, of these teams and these captains to get the energy back up. Say, hey, guys, we need to finish this season on a positive note, especially for our seniors. So just because they're playing in a third-place game, you better believe that St. Ignatius and Simeon are going to bring it on this court tonight.
You bet. One last chance to put on the uniform for the seniors. We've got this game and then the 4A game coming up to follow. Here you get a look at Richard Barron. He's out there shooting around. He was injured earlier today. And Robert Smith, head coach of the Simeon Wolverines, wondering what might have been this afternoon as Metamora shocked the top-ranked Simeon Wolverines. We've got IHSA, America's original March Madness, coming your way next.
IHSA Boys Basketball State Championships are brought to you by OSF Healthcare. For healthcare that's easy, visit osfoncall.org/urgent care. LIUNA. Start your career in construction today at liunacareers.org. Donate Life. Say yes to being an organ tissue donor. Talk to your family. Learn more and register your decision to save lives at www.donatelifeofillinois.org.
When you're college basketball star Kofi Coburn, taking on an opponent is easy, no matter their size. You know what else is easy? OSF On-Call Urgent Care. Healthcare when and where you need it. In person or online. OSF On-Call Urgent Care.
Third generation union labor. Love fishing and hunting. And love construction.
All the benefits, the insurance, the pay.
Well, it's given me insurance that I've got for my kids. The money I make, I've been able to go on vacations when I want to.
Have you said yes to being an organ, tissue, and eye donor? It's a powerful decision to give life to others when you're gone. Today, we cheer for Maddie, her family, and all those who say yes to donation. You have the power to save and enhance lives. Sign up today at donatelifeillinois.org. That's donatelifeillinois.org. And say yes to being a donor.
Back at the State Farm Center, we're about ready to tip things off for Simeon and St. Ignatius, and Cameron's got keys to the game. First, for the Wolfpack, 23-13, our Illinois State University keys to the game.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Wolfpack have to defend without fouling. If you saw them in that semifinal loss, they had three guys foul out. And A.J. Red, Kolby Gilles, and also Jackson Kotecki. They all fouled out. And Giles stepped the majority of that first half due to those fouls. And this is a Simeon team that went 6 for 7 from the free throw line versus Metamora in their semifinal game. So you can't put them on the line because they knock shots down. And also, they have to match the effort against a wounded animal in Simeon. Best believe this Wolverines team is coming out to try and finish their seasons on a powerful note, so they have to get it done. Now switch over to the Wolverines of Simeon. They have to to have active hands. We saw them hands down, man down against Metamora, and Metamora was knocking down shots, not only on closeouts, but also deflections for steals. And the brothers Rubin, Miles and Wesley, those two have to really show up. And I was talking to Robert Smith before this game, and he was saying, yeah, he needs those two twins to step up. They only combined for 8 points and 7 rebounds and 1 block in that loss to Metamora. And Jalen Griffith has to be that guy for Simeon. He truly held down the Wolverines in key moments throughout that Metamora game and tied a game high in points with 12 with Jalen Drain versus the Redbirds. So we'll see which team can execute, which team can get it done, and whoever's able to do that, Lee, they'll be going back home to Chicago with a third-place trophy.
All right. Let's go over to Donnie Tillman.
All right, thanks, guys. I talked to both coaches before this third-place game, and Simeon says it's all about who wants it. Pretty simple there. But as far as St. Ignatius goes, they say play like the kid that fell in love with this game. Find that love and play with that emotion. That was Coach's message to his players, as he said that he loved them, and he was looking forward to coaching them one last time this season. Back to you.
Wow, I like that one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That kind of gave me the feels right there.
Listen, honestly, my eyes wouldn't be dry after hearing that message from a coach. So, like, if that doesn't fire you up, then you don't have a pulse. Yeah. Seriously.
That's good stuff. That's why they're doing what they do. St. Ignatius College Prep 23-13, as we mentioned, unranked in the final poll of the season. Simeon, of course, #1, now 28-6. They were 9-1 last season under Robert Smith during the COVID year. They lost to Metamora today 50-47, allowing 7 threes.
Yeah.
They controlled the paint 30-20, but they didn't score at the end of the game. Metamora went on an 11-2 run to end the first quarter and an 11-0 run to end the game.
They just went on a streak. And Coach Smith said this as well before the game in speaking with me. He said he should have elected just to stay in that zone instead of switching the man, because at that point, they were on a 7-0 run. I believe they were up 7. And he said he should have just allowed his team to stay in that zone and force Metamora to beat them from the perimeter.
I wondered about that, and we'll talk about that more after introductions here. And it wasn't quite the same thought, but it was about the zone as well.
Yeah.
Tim Sinclair is our PA announcer. Let's go over to him.
IHSA Boys Basketball State Finals, presented by OSF Healthcare. At this time, we ask you to please remember and honor the men and women of the United States Armed Forces serving throughout the world in a moment of silence. Thank you. Now, please stand as the Unity High School Banner Singers perform our national anthem.
Ignatius feels like they loaded up their schedule a little bit, played a little bit tougher schedule this year. They knew they were going to be good. He wanted his team to be challenged and see a variety of styles. And Kolby Gilles is off to a good start with 4.
Yeah, Kolby said, hey, I didn't get to play enough in the first half in that semifinal. I need to get my game going. 4 quick points from the senior.
And there's a block shot by Davis. A.J. Red, the 15-footer.
Very nice from A.J. Red. Good offense there. Defense to offense in transition. It started with Noah Davis with the block, and then it ends off with A.J. Red off the assist from Davis.
Wesley Rubin from the elbow.
Yeah, Wesley just very smooth with that shot. Look, the Rubin twins have great touch from the mid-range and inside of the paint. They just have to be more confident in taking those type of shots.
Gill again, he gets the whistle, or the, excuse me, that's Barron. Fouls on 0, Avion Morris, his first team foul. Kotecki, no good on that one. Here's Griffith. He scores over Barron. Jalen Griffith had 12 points in today's semifinal game.
Yeah, he's just so good at finishing inside the lane against bigger size. So he took away the block attempt from Barron, just slowed him down a little bit by putting his body into Barron's body. And listen, that's a lot of heart to put your body into a guy like Richard Barron.
Elbow jumper for Barron, no good. Yeah, that takes a lot of intestinal fortitude, no matter what your size. And Jalen's only 5'9", 160, going up against 6'5", 210.
Good pass.
Wesley Rubin scored a couple in a row. Listed as a top 15 prospect in his class.
And Lee, I thought we would see more of that in the semifinal game for Simeon with Griffith and also Rubin, whether it's Wesley or Miles, off that high ball screen, allowing Griffith to probe and get those guys diving off the ball screen.
Barron shot a little long. Well, especially coming off the super sectional where they did that. Yeah. In fact, the Lamont coach complimented Coach Smith and how his inside players played. Rick Runis said he told Coach Smith after the game, as an old school basketball guy, nice to see a big team play big as A.J. Red goes inside.
I'm just going to make sure you show love to the big man. A.J. Red is not big in size like the Rubin twins, but with his production inside the lane, talk about a guy that scored over 1,000 points in his career, only the 6th player to do that in Wolfpack history. Monumental achievement for A.J. Red.
Nice bounce pass inside to Barron, but he has it blocked out of bounds, and we're off to a break. Third place action in Class 3A from State Farm Center. Simeon and St. Ignatius even midway through the first.
We've come to realize that we use too much plastic. Most people don't realize that traditional plastic is made from petroleum, which is a finite resource. Imagine if one day every water bottle could be made out of corn, a renewable resource.
Now at Menards, save big money and get 11% off everything. Give your bathroom a fresh update with a new Moen faucet. Moen faucets are available in a variety of looks and finishes to match your style. Get 11% off all Moen faucets. Keep your new bathroom clean with our great selection of Littman brooms, mops, and more. Save 11% on all Littman products. Get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Wolverines and Wolfpack even at 8 here in the first quarter at State Farm Center. Menards, save big money on all your home improvement needs. We were talking before the break about big guys playing big. And Robert Smith's point was, hey, if you're 6'8", go inside and play like you're 6'8". Everybody wants to be Kevin Durant and launching threes, but if you've got the size, go in and use it.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Especially when you have the touch like the Rubin twins. Like, listen, Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic, Anthony Davis, all these guys that you see in the NBA, and let's not sugarcoat anything. Everybody watches the NBA and tries to pattern their game and their style of play off of what the NBA does. Great cut there by Gill. But Kevin Durant, those guys, that class, Giannis Antetokounmpo especially, they're one of one, meaning that you're not going to see guys like that with that skill set at that size being that effective and efficient. If you're on the high school level, why limit yourself with that type of size? Defensively, guys can't stand in front of you, especially defend you in the block and in the painted area. Put your size to use.
Kolby Gilles off to a good start, 11-8, and he's got 7 of them. Wes Rubin wanted it inside. He got it, and he gets the foul call on Kotecki. He was one of the 3 Wolfpack players to foul out in the semifinal this afternoon. It's the first team foul on the Wolfpack.
I like this matchup here with Jalen Drain and A.J. Red. Keep an eye on that, everybody watching at home. Those two get after it. Great talents on both ends of the floor.
Rubin misses the 12-footer. Barron looking to work on Avion Morris.
Nice.
Gets loose, missed, but the follow-up for Noah Davis.
How about that? I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. Davis are in the stands, and I see Mark Davis, his dad, right now with the pom-pom, cheering for his son Noah after that layup. Mark Davis, longtime NBA referee.
The dish to Miles Rubin, and 1.
That has been the theme in this opening quarter, Lee. The brothers Rubin, Miles and Wesley, we've seen them score right at the rim. We didn't see that against Metamora.
Miles Rubin at the line, shooting 1.
Simeon is very intentional about getting these guys going early. And that has to be that way consistently throughout these 4 quarters if they want to get a win.
Miles and brother Wesley transfers from Homewood Flossmoor. 2-point game here. Pretty competitive so far.
Yeah, and I didn't expect anything less. I mean, traditionally, these are 2 programs that give you everything that they got, no matter what the situation is. Because they're led by great men, great coaching staffs that get these kids ready to play.
Miles Rubin's shot is long. The Wolfpack, as we mentioned, unranked in the final poll. A.J. Red has it blocked by Miles Rubin. Here come the Wolverines. Little reverse layup, no good. Kotecki clears the rebound. Wolfpack the other way. Gill not wasting any time. Kolby Gilles with 9.
Kolby Gilles says, hey, I don't care what's going on. I have tunnel vision right now when I have lanes.
Making up for the time he didn't get to play earlier today. Morris, little floater, didn't go. Here's Kotecki. Yes, for Jackson Kotecki. He didn't really stick the landing, but he gets the dunk.
I'm sure head coach Matt Monroe was like, all right, yes, you scored it. Okay, yes, you got up and you ran it back down the court. You're not hurt. You're good.
Yeah, please don't let anybody else be hurt or any more foul trouble. Barron the rebound. Here comes Red. He gets to the hoop and scores. 6th scoring all time in St. Ignatius history. He's got 6.
You know what? A.J. Red reminds me of Conor Cashaw so much. If you remember, Conor Cashaw played for Stevenson with Jalen Brunson, and they won that state championship back in 2015.
Morris for 3.
Just a nice wiry guard that could handle in transition, get to the lane, and finish at the rim. Defensively, he was solid. See a lot of Conor Cashaw and A.J. Red. Played his basketball at Rice University. Eventually finished up at Clayton to finish off his career, and he's playing professionally overseas right now.
A.J. Red, an 8-0 run for the Wolfpack. Red's got 8 points.
Yeah, this has been an early clinic from the Wolfpack.
Simeon down 10. Wes Rubin gets double teamed, kicks it back out. Morris for 3. Check that was Griffith. Last second, no. Davis thought he had it. St. Ignatius coming on strong, up 10 after 1 quarter.
If you are currently working in the electrical industry and you're not receiving great wages, benefits, including guaranteed retirement income, paid health care, dental, vision, 401k, and more, we have positions open now with IBEW Local 34. Be a part of the electrical team on the front lines of the electrical revolution. Join us on the cutting edge of training in new electrical technology. Contact us today at IBEW34.org.
It all starts here in the woods of Illinois. Walnut, hickory, oak, individually selected and harvested for your home. Each tree, each log, milled to perfection, with the same attention to detail for 2 generations. It's not just wood, it's Corsaw hardwood lumber. Grown in Illinois, made in Illinois. Corsaw hardwood lumber, just west of Canton, on Route 9.
Do you see the world the way I do? I'm kind of an artist. I take random things around the house and make them into the most amazing sculptures.
Evan, do you know where all the spoons are?
At OSF Healthcare Children's Hospital of Illinois, they see the world the way I do. They put kids first with care designed just for me.
IHSA Boys Basketball State Championships are brought to you by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs. Illinois State University. Create your legacy at Illinois State. Illinois Corn Growers Association. Learn how Illinois runs on homegrown corn at www.watchusgrow.org.
IHSA Boys Basketball Championships presented by OSF Healthcare. Lee Hall, Cameron Smith, Donnie Tillman with you for 3rd place action in Class 3A.
Simeon had their difficulty scoring the basketball. 5 of 13 in that first quarter, 31% from the field. Some things changed around for them offensively. As you see Ignatius packing in that man-to-man defense, not extending out even with the ball handler there. Saw the Rubin brothers have success down in the paint scoring the basketball, so they're packing that in. Going to force the Wolverines to try and beat them from outside.
Michael Ratliff into the lineup now for Simeon. Jalen Drain doesn't get the roll. Ratliff the rebound, puts it back up. Looks like Gill got a clean block, but somebody got him on the body.
I really like Michael Ratliff. He really comes in and just does his job, right? I mentioned this earlier this morning in their semifinal game. Very unassuming when he comes onto the court. You kind of forget that he's there, then things like that happen where he explodes to the offensive glass, gets rebounds, and makes plays. Has 7 points against Metamora. Gave some great minutes to Robert Smith's group. Only a junior, so he'll be back in the Simeon blue.
Miles Casey into the game now for St. Ignatius. Yeah, Ratliff was pretty solid in that game this afternoon.
Then to put the icing on the cake, Lee, he's left-handed. Like I'm jealous of people that are left-handed that play basketball. It's so tough guarding left-handed because everything's opposite. Thinking about Brian Mullins, my old Southern Illinois teammate is A.J. Red with the and one, just continuing his exposure of this Wolverines defense. Behind the back, getting drained off balance, takes the contact as the defender slaps on his arm. This is great concentration. Takes the contact, eyes up the entire time to complete that play.
All City a year ago.
I was going to say my old teammate, Brian Mullins, who's the head coach at Southern Illinois now. He's a lefty. And some nightmares trying to defend him, man.
I remember covering him as a player for the Salukis.
And then in turn, him defending you. Good luck.
Drain for three.
That's a good pick-me-up basket for Jalen Drain.
It's his 52nd of the year. Inside to Gill, and they're going to get the foul on Lance Rogers, who just checked in for Simeon.
Yeah, let's get a second look at this because I'm kind of there with Rogers. Up top, it looked clean. Maybe it's the body that the official saw. If it's the body, then there was some contact there. But up top, it was clean with Rogers on the block.
Kolby Gilles, 6'6", 225, senior, headed to the Air Force Academy for basketball next year.
He's going to be one of those guys. You look down the road 3 years from now. Conference tournament, NCAA tournament, that is going to be making plays for Air Force. Like a timely rebound here, timely bucket there. He just has that makeup about himself.
Pretty solid player. He's got 11. 4-year varsity player for the Wolfpack.
I wonder what those practices are like between he and Richard Barron when they have to go one-on-one.
Oh.
I would gladly be a spectator. Don't get me involved in those drills.
No.
Let those young boys battle it out.
It's a heavyweight battle right there.
Big rebound from Rogers.
Miss. We got a whistle against St. Ignatius. That's 2 now on Nova Davis. 4th team foul. Baseline jumper, no good for Griffith. Here comes A.J. Red.
Good pass.
Gill, 15-footer, rims out. Barron. His shot goes out. Here come the Wolverines.
Yeah, I talked to Richard Barron before the game and asked him how the ankle was doing. He said, it's good. I feel good. I'm ready to go. I just didn't see a lot of lift on that jump shot that he had. Still kind of favoring it as he runs down the court.
The Simeon team coming out of the summer, losing a couple of games in a row and summer shootout. Not highly touted like past Simeon teams. Robert Smith said, we knew what we had. We knew that we were going to be okay.
A lot of people did not have Simeon right here at this point of the season when we got to the preseason early in October.
Foul on Barron there. Offensive foul. That's the 5th on the Wolfpack. Emmet O'Shaughnessy reports for St. Ignatius. Jackson Kotecki back in. They lost to Glenbard West and New Trier by double digits. They were actually 0-4 at the Riverside Brookfield shootout. Lost to St. Rita and Lions as well.
And the team with a heavy target on their back every season because of that name across their chest. Simeon, you know.
Coach Smith said, we're Simeon. Everybody's always out to get us.
Always. And it forces his kids night in and night out to raise their level of play, right? It's not even just against the traditional powers in the city of Chicago. We're talking the Curie Condors or the Whitney Young Dolphins or even Kenwood now. Mike Irvin raising the level of that program. And they're in conference play. They're going against a CVS or Hyde Park or something like that. They're getting the best games out of those teams.
Of course, they play all over. As the Wolfpack turn it over, they played Milwaukee Academy of Science. They played North Community out of Minnesota. Dream City Christian from Arizona. St. Bernard's from New Jersey, Wilson from Washington, D.C.
They get the best out of the best. That national schedule helps them. I think it's one of the, always, every season, when they get to this point, I mean, they're battle tested, as we've seen through so many teams, like Ignatius.
That shot looked like an Ephus pitch. Davis in the lane. He got 4.
Talk about how Michael Ratliff is unassuming. Noah Davis is as well. It's just one of those glue guys. You need a guy like Noah Davis on your team. A leader. He's not going to get outside of himself, knows his role, and just produces.
Simeon 1 of 7 this quarter. They've gone 3 minutes without a field goal.
It's about the offense. It's about the offense. What are they got to get into right now? You see the high ball screen there, but Ignatius again with that man-to-man defense packing it in, forcing Simeon to beat him from outside.
Offensive glass work by Lance Rogers draws a whistle. Fouls on Richard Barron. Providing a lift off the bench for Robert Smith's Wolverines. Missed them both. (20 of 27 points in the paint for A.J. Red and St. Ignatius. Kotecki will try to add some from the outside.
Talk about Metamora. That's the second semifinal game. Is O'Shaughnessy gets the steal. We'll go right back too. The Wolverines have numbers if they look.
Baseline jumper for Drain is off the mark. He had a 12-point game this afternoon in the semifinals. Red over Wesley Rubin, but no good.
Good job with Wesley Rubin staying big with his arms up.
Ratliff. It's now over 4 minutes for Simeon without a field goal.
Some of these shots, pull-ups in transition, they get near the rim. They're kind of fading away on their floaters. Launch yourself towards the rim.
Gill called for the travel.
An easy call for that baseline official.
Richard Barron in for St. Ignatius. And our first look for Simeon at number 30, Steve Turner, 6'9", 215 junior.
Listen, I don't know where the factory is with all these kids coming in. 6'8", 6'9". But I need to find out.
Coming now.
Ratliff dribbles down the baseline. Simeon will reload, trying to get a spark here offensively. Wesley Rubin gets fouled as he takes it to the hoop.
Okay, and Lee, that's the difference that we should see for Simeon in that drive with Wesley Rubin. Now, everybody at home, watch this. What he's doing, as on that spin, he's going towards the rim, right? You're going towards the rim to try and force that defender to make a decision. Are you going to try and wall up and stay strong, or you get a little greedy and try and go for the block? That time, Kotecki tried to go for the block. He got called for the foul. Those are the attacks that we need to see from the Wolverines. Their body going towards the rim on these shot attempts. But you got to convert these free throws if you're trying to want to cut within this lead. Still chasing 10.
He's getting a little physical out there at the top of the key between Gill and Rubin. Kotecki for three. Good looking shot, just didn't go in. Gill goes over Turner, and he'll go to the line after the foul.
We haven't said the name Richard Barron a lot in this first half. Again, hobbled with that ankle injury, but he's playing through it. Said after the game that he's not going to give any excuse to his performance. He's going to go out there and play.
He said after the game that he had played through an ankle injury earlier in the year, and he was determined to do it again. That free throw is his first point of the evening.
Let you know where he is mentally. That mental toughness. Everybody talks about physical toughness. Yeah, bang and battle and be physical. But it always starts and ends up top. Mentally. How tough are you mentally?
12-point lead. It's biggest of the game.
Speaking of mental toughness, the Wolverines need to rely on theirs right now. Down 12, getting closer to halftime. They need some baskets.
Ratliff, long shot off the front of the rim. Wes Rubin comes away with it. Turner wanted it inside. And the officials look at each other, think about it for a moment, and now it's going to be a block call inside.
Second look at it.
And three on Richard Barron.
Barron not happy with that call.
Kotecki comes back in. That's the 8th team foul.
See, the block charge call, the toughest call in basketball. We need to get Donnie Tillman over to Mark Davis and have him explain some things for us, being an NBA referee. And I have to ask him, is that block charge call the toughest call in the NBA or basketball in general? I'm pretty sure he would say yes.
I remember when Stan Albeck came from the NBA to Bradley, and he just had fits about the block charge call. Hated it.
I think just over time it got worse once flopping was introduced into basketball.
$15 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Davis almost lost it. St. Ignatius holding for that last shot, up 12. Casey loses it from half court. Griffith's shot off the mark.
St. Ignatius 29, Simeon 17.
Simeon stuck. Well, not stuck on a number, but they did not get a field goal from the 6:30 mark on. 6.5 minutes without a field goal for Simeon, and it's St. Ignatius up 12.
Whatever that message is from Robert Smith to his Wolverines, it's going to be a lot of colorful language being used, some encouragement to get them going coming out for this second half. But for St. Ignatius, you got to tip your hat to them, right? I mean, switch their defense, went man to man, packed it inside of that three-point arc, and told Simeon, hey, if you want to win this game, you got to beat us from the outside.
Jalen Drain's three, the only field goal for Simeon in that second quarter. I never would have thought that. Okay, Donnie Tillman had to chase Matt Monroe down the tunnel. He was having speaks with the officials. Let's go to Donnie.
Yeah, guys, Coach had a little extended conversation there, but glad I was able to catch up with you. Assess your team's play in the first half so far.
The thing that stands out to me the most is our guys are playing really hard. We talked a lot about loving the game and remembering why we all started playing, and then being that kid again in this game. And I think they're really doing that. They're playing with passion, tons of effort, and they're playing really well together.
What will you tell them once you get in the locker room?
The first thing I'm going to tell them is I'm proud of them and I love them, and I'm very happy with how they're playing. But I'm going to tell them we got 16 more minutes left, so not only duplicate that effort that we showed in the first half, but double down on it and expand upon it.
All right, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right, a lot of love for St. Ignatius. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Donnie. Boy, Matt Monroe's pretty much a natural in front of the camera, isn't he? Well-spoken gentleman. On November 8th, in a newspaper article, he said the goal is to get the state, and they got here. They lead the third-place game by 12.
Been the union labor for about 13 years.
And it's just never the same thing twice. You know, it's a lot of different things. You're always doing different things.
I enjoy joining up the union, joining a brotherhood, having some backing for good wage, good insurance, retirement.
And if it weren't for the union, I'll probably be, I'm not sure where I would be at.
And they're playing like that right now as they lead at with 12 points at the half, 29-17. A.J. Red, of course, explosive, exciting. We saw that during the state semifinal game that they lost. He is an explosive young man, sees the court very well, can get up and down, and yeah, he can finish. No doubt about that. And what about Kolby Gilles? A little bit of a surprise, flexing his muscles down low, showing great touch as well. We knew he had the skill set, but now he's actually putting up some points and showing what he can do. And he's going to be a young man to watch down the line, no doubt about that. Again, we're at the half, 29-17. St. Ignatius leading Simeon with a whole half of basketball to go as they battle for that third place trophy. We'll be back after this.
Builders Warehouse is home of the one price covers it quartz countertop. Don't be surprised by fees, be surprised by quartz beauty. Quartz countertops. And get it done and get it done right at Builders Warehouse or start planning at bwpeoria.net.
If you are currently working in the electrical industry and you're not receiving great wages, benefits, including guaranteed retirement income, paid health care, dental, vision, 401k, and more, we have positions open now with IBEW Local 34. Be a part of the electrical team on the front lines of the electrical revolution. Join us on the cutting edge of training in new electrical technology. Contact us today at IBEW34.org.
At Bob Grimm Chevrolet and Morton, we have new inventory arriving every day, and you can reserve yours today. Check in with us to see what's on the way from Chevrolet, and reserve yours before it gets away. Find us at GrimmChevy.com and make 2022 the year you drive away in a Chevrolet, the Bob Grimm way.
You know, prepping my meals for the whole week saves me a lot of time. And it helps me keep an eye on my spending, and that's even better, right? StepQ does that too. Anytime, anywhere. And I can talk to a real person when I need to. My account has no monthly fee, so I can use my StepQ debit card everywhere. At the grocery store, ATMs, and, well, here. So I don't have to eat my own cooking every day. Hi, everybody!
StepQ. Not a bank. Better.
And once again, welcome back. Glad to have you on board here in Champaign. We're at halftime of the third place game in Class 3A. Simeon right now trailing. That's right, the Wolverines trailing against St. Ignatius by 12 points at the halftime break. Here's our Liuna halftime stats. Take a look at some of the numbers from our first 2 quarters of action. You can see St. Ignatius leading in field goals. 52% shooting from the field, not too bad. 12 of 23 shooting versus the Wolverines 22%. They have a little bit of work to do there. Free throws, St. Ignatius 5 of 6, 83%. Not too bad. 3-point field goals, none taken. No shots made yet for St. Ignatius. And 17% shooting from the field for Simeon in 3-point category. Rebounding, well, big lead there for St. Ignatius. 23-13 over the Wolverines. And points off turnovers, Simeon has been able to score 1 point off of the turnover right now. We have second half action just a few moments away. Don't go away. We'll have much more coming up.
We've come to realize that we use too much plastic. Most people don't realize that traditional plastic is made from petroleum, which is a finite resource. Imagine if one day every water bottle could be made out of corn, a renewable resource.
Now at Menards, save big money and get 11% off everything. Formula Shell Motor Oil provides value and performance in a trusted brand. A quart is $2.29 after 11% rebate. Attract a wide variety of birds to your feeder, including cardinals, robins, and sparrows, with Enchanted Garden Wild Birdseed. This mix contains a blend of seeds and corn. A 40-pound bag is $11.99 after 11% rebate. Get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
There are more than 20,000 ways to experience.
Copyrighted by the IHSA.
But then it's just, you got to get past it like everything else in life, right?
Yeah, 100%. And this is the great thing about sports league and basketball especially. Like, there's so many life lessons, right? I mean, it's how you respond when adversity is your way. In the case for Simeon, adversity. They lost in the semifinal. Those state championship dreams aren't there. But now you have a chance to bounce back and pick yourself up in a third-place game to finish off your season strong. So it's about your character. You have to be able to respond. Things aren't going to go your way every single time, but it's about how you respond when they don't go your way. And I'm sure we'll see a different Wolverines team in this second half.
Simeon went the final 6 minutes, 30 seconds of that second quarter without a field goal.
You got two guys in A.J. Red and Kolby Gilles outscoring Simeon as a team. Red and Gilles combined for 21 points. Simeon has 17 total as a team.
A.J. Red couldn't handle the fastball from about 2 feet away. Here comes Jalen Drain. Ahead to Rubin, and he's called for the charge. That's Miles Rubin, his first foul.
Zach Davis waiting there the entire time to pick up that charge on Miles Rubin. There he is. And that's how you take a charge. You take the contact right into your chest. Feet are solid, in position. And that's an easy call. It's the other calls that get a little dicey when it comes to block charges.
Kolby Gilles from outside gets the rebound. Red, free throw jumper, yes. 13 points for A.J. Red, excuse me.
He's missed only 2 shots. 6 of 8 from the field. Gotten this game going. We've seen it mid-range. We've seen him score at the basket. He's putting a lot on display.
St. Ignatius double teams Miles Rubin as he gets it down in the post. Now Wesley Rubin drives past Kotecki, gets the bucket and one. Wesley Rubin with the take.
Yeah, Wesley Rubin right here just made his mind up. We get a second look at this, and as soon as he caught, you're going to see him rip right to the baseline, use that rim as an extra defender against Kotecki, and finishes with the right hand. Like, that's the Wesley Rubin we need to see, especially for the Wolverines. Don't be indecisive when you have that basketball. Make your move, go to the rim.
3-point play for Rubin. He's got 8. That foul was on Kotecki, his 3rd.
Nice job for the Wolfpack. That token pressure full court from Simeon. They broke that, and they can get into their half-court offense.
Kolby Gilles taking it down low, drawing the whistle. That'll go against Wesley Rubin. That's his first. 2nd team foul. He's going to send Kolby Gilles to the free throw line.
Sorry about that, partner. But I love that we're getting a second look at Kolby Gilles, because we didn't see this Kolby Gilles in the semifinal because he was in foul trouble. But what we've been able to see, and what the state has been able to see, is a young man that is composed and compact in his game, and is very patient on his drives when he gets into that area, right? I mean, you're allowing yourself opportunities when you up fake and get the Rubin twins off their feet and get into their body for fouls.
68% free thrower, but man, he's got great form, doesn't he? 13 points.
He's got the scorer's trot back, too. You know, nice and smooth, arms up. It's like, hey, I'm just going for a walk in the park, man. I do this.
Wesley Rubin, tough shot there and didn't get the roll. And it'll go to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius was ranked 4th in the Sun-Times preseason poll for Chicago. And Matt Monroe talked about the pressure they faced. They stumbled some, and then, you know, he just had to get his team to focus on the process and tell them, hey, it's okay to be nervous. That means you care. Play to win and not avoid losing, and that was a bit of a turning point for them. Tough semifinal. They got into foul trouble. Richard Barron went to the bench with an injury. They have come back strong here tonight. Drain unable to hit. And Wesley Rubin, give him the bucket. He's got 10.
Yeah, we're seeing Wesley Rubin emerge in his third quarter for Simeon. Nice job timing this shot. It was missed by Drain. And when he's that close, when you're 6'8", anybody smacking at your arms, you're just taking them right up there with you.
Second three-point play of the quarter for Wesley Rubin. Makes it a 10-point game again. Foul was on Noah Davis, his third. There he is again. Takeaway by Rubin, but he stepped out of bounds. Pretty good defensive effort for the 6'7" junior. St. Ignatius takes a timeout. Little defense here from Wesley Rubin. Well, Simeon's done a little better here in the quarter, but they got a lot of ground to make up yet.
Yeah, 5:24 left in the third quarter. You're down 10. Tremendous amount of time left in this ball game. But it's up to these seniors, especially this guard group of Jalen Drain and Avion Morris, of how they want to finish. Wesley and Miles Rubin, Jalen Griffin, Michael Ratliff, all of those guys will be back. These seniors, this guard group, you got to see the effort from them. They have to be able to step up.
Morris, Drain, and Griffith, a combined 2 for 18 from the field.
That's not really indicative of who they are talent-wise, but then also production-wise, what they've done this season. They can get it done on both ends, especially Avion Morris. One of the best on-ball defenders that we have in the state of Illinois.
Those guys,
regardless of size.
They average 41 points a game combined coming in.
Wolfpack understand, hey, we got a 10-point lead. We're going to run our offense to get some things going.
I don't think Barron launching the long three was part of that.
No, not at all.
Gill follows up for 2 more. He's got 15.
I'm sure Richard is saying, thank you, Kolby. Thank you for helping me, because if you didn't come through for me, I think I was going to the bench. There's Rubin again. There's Wesley Rubin again.
He's a one-man offense here in the third quarter for Simeon.
Hey, Wolverines got to ride this wave from Rubin. Got all 8 points for this Simeon team in this quarter.
He gets a little help, but he might chip away at this lead. Gill strong into the lane. Runs into the defense, and Simeon comes up with a turnover. Morris ahead to Rubin, broken up. Miles Casey got a hand on it. Now he throws it ahead to Barron. And lays it in. Richard Barron with his first field goal of the game. He's getting looks from Loyola, DePaul, Southern Illinois, Kent State, George Mason.
Oh. Nice hands from Barron.
Takes it away and draws the whistle.
You said Southern Illinois?
I don't think he's real interested in that.
Come on, don't do that,
Just
Lee.
kidding.
Don't do that, Lee. I mean, he's already rocking maroon, so
yeah.
It's the easy transition.
My daughter graduated from Southern Illinois. It's just a joke.
For people taking it too serious.
My daughter and my money went to Southern Illinois University.
Relax, everybody. We're having fun. We're having fun. Great pass.
Hey, Red couldn't get it to go. Thought we had a little alley-oop action going there. Oh, nice pass from West to Miles Rubin for the throwdown.
See, we need to find out who's the older brother, who's the younger brother between West and Miles. Great connection there on that pass. Quick hit from West to Miles.
Well, it's only a matter of minutes.
That's very true.
For the Rubin twins. Here's A.J. Red. Lost it as he went to the hoop. We've got a timeout. Simeon making a little bit of a move, but the Wolfpack still up by double digits.
There are more than 20,000 ways to experience Illinois State.
Hey, what's up?
You ready to go to class?
What kind of Redbird will you be? Create your legacy at Illinois State University.
Save big money with 11% off everything at Menards. Give any room a fresh look with the beauty and durability of tile from Mohawk. Mohawk features over 350 ceramic, porcelain, mosaic, and glass tiles. All Mohawk tiles are 11% off. Complete your tiling job with professional quality installation products from Tech. Menards carries Tech mortar and grout to work with all floor and wall tile sizes. Get 11% off Tech products at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Donate Life Illinois assist to the game. A little brotherly love here. Wesley Rubin to Miles Rubin. A double Rubin. Tasty.
You're making me hungry, Lee. Jalen Drain getting the hockey assist here. Quick hit pass. Yeah, he's combining sports. A little versatile. I got a little sports bag in me. Dip it.
Goal for Miles Rubin. Assist to Wesley Rubin. And who was it?
What's that?
Was it Griffith?
Drain.
Oh,
Drain.
I blew it. Gill from the free throw line. Doesn't get the bounce. Kotecki the rebound. Tied up with Rubin, and Kotecki hits the deck again. Simeon gets the possession arrow.
Simeon dodged one right there. They left Kolby Gilles wide open at the free throw line. He did them a favor by missing that shot. It just rimmed out.
So an opportunity here for Simeon to get back to single digits. I think if they can do that going into the fourth, things might get a little interesting.
See what the set is. See Wes Rubin with a down screen and Drain, and they get it right to him in the post.
And he walked. Yeah, Kotecki doing a nice job of kind of getting him out of the block area there, pushing him out a little bit further than he'd like to start. Would you agree?
No, 100%.
Okay.
100%. And I think with Kotecki, understanding that Wes Rubin is a little more quick-footed than I am, so get him out in space so I have some time to recover.
Double team on Red, and he throws it away. Rubin ahead to Griffith, and he gets the whistle. So a little trap action from Simeon, a little spark from the pressure defense.
And you're starting to see the pulse of the Wolverines start to beat a little faster.
Let's go to Donnie Tillman.
All right, guys, I'm over here in the super fan section for St. Ignatius, sitting next to Mark Davis, who's the father of Noah Davis. Mark is also a longtime NBA referee of 25 years. Mark, we've been talking about some of these plays over here. What did you think of that last call?
I think it was an excellent call.
You know, he's never wrong. That's what he told me, by the way.
Never. I don't miss him on TiVo from the stands. I only miss. But these guys are. It's a big accomplishment for these three officials, and it's impossible to do three things at once. I try to play for Ignatius, root for Ignatius, and referee at the same time. You can't do three things right at the same time. So we're loving this game. Good. Yeah.
I got to ask you, who's the toughest player to officiate?
Good. That's a good block. Stay with it, Rick. Stay with it, Cole. Stay with it. Oh, no. Come on, Jackson. In the NBA?
In general, your toughest player altogether.
Oh, too many to name. They're all, if you stick with your referee and fundamentals, referee the defense, stay in your primary, call obvious plays, they're really all easy to referee. The difficulty comes in is fans, we look at the ball and watching the offensive player, and the officials should be focused on the defensive player. And watch those plays when you watch the defense. Watch how easy they are and how they open up to you. Was that a politically correct?
That was flawless. I loved it. You have it, folks. For all of you who are watching right now, that's what the referee is seeing on the court. So there's your explanation. I'll send it back to you guys.
He might be able to run for office.
Oh, 100%.
With that kind of politically correct answer.
100%.
I'd vote for him.
Yeah. And Mark Davis is a very, very intelligent man, so he understands that, hey, I'm going to give you the right answer. I don't want to go viral. NBA players are big into social media as well as NBA PR teams, so... But he's 100% right. I mean, as a fan, you're looking at that basketball and the offensive player time and time again, but you need to see everything if you're an official.
It was a good question and an even better answer. Because I was wanting to hear a name.
That's what I was waiting
Give it
for.
up.
I was going to say Joel Embiid. That was going to be my guy, either him or Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Miles Rubin gets the whistle there. Illinois State University's recent grads earn $12,000 more than the national average. Create your legacy at Illinois State. Miles Rubin headed to the line here. 60% free thrower. Barron picked up his fourth foul there.
Well, we saw Rubin in that first half have a couple of blocks that altered some things for St. Ignatius.
And for St. Ignatius, our first look at number 20, Mark Williams, a 6'5 senior.
Williams, an energy guy off the bench. He has a little resistance, especially defensively for this Wolfpack team.
Missed the shot, gets the rebound, but no shot. The whistle before the basket. Robert Smith, he's doing some refereeing over on the side.
Speaking of politicking, that's what Rob Smith is doing right there.
Foul was on A.J. Red, his second. 17 fouls on St. Ignatius. They racked those up pretty quick.
This is huge for Simeon. You're in the bonus for the rest of the way. Cup within this lead is not in double digits anymore. 7, could be 6, depending on what this free throw result is from Rubin, but they're right there.
We said if they got it to single digits by the end of the quarter, they'd be in good shape, and they've got 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Well, we thought they would be in good shape anyway. 7-point game.
Going to that 1-2-2 zone, full court press and try and create chaos.
Nice give from Gill inside to Mark Williams, his first 2 of the game.
Yeah, Mark Williams just checked in about 15 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And I talked about him defensively providing some resistance. I was saying, hey, Cam, I got a little game to me too. You give me the ball near the rim, I know what to do with it.
Miles Rubin draws the foul.
18 foul for the Wolfpack. We're getting close to
double bonus. Double bonus here pretty quick for the rest of the half.
Yeah. So a big lesson for a lot of young hoopers out there watching this broadcast and listening in. There should be no jump shot for Simeon unless it's something wide open off a ball movement, but everything should be attacking the rim and putting pressure on St. Ignatius defensively. You're in the bonus, a couple of more fouls you put in the double bonus where you get automatically 2 free throws. You got to know that weakness that your opponent has right now. And for St. Ignatius, is foul trouble.
Michael Ratliff back in for Simeon. Wolfpack break the press. Casey draws the foul. Nice take by Miles Casey, the 6-foot senior.
Yeah, a little sleight of hand and called Wesley Rubin. Took off his timing a little bit. Rubin thought he was going to finish with the left hand, and last second Casey dipped it under and went with the right.
Simeon timeout. That was the 3rd personal foul on Wesley Rubin. They've got 4 on the team. 1:18 to go here in the 3rd. Robert Smith's team hanging around, trying to make a run here, headed to the fourth quarter.
Plenty of time for the Wolverines. A lot of things on their side. 1 the clock. 2, most importantly, the team fouls for St. Ignatius. Sitting at 8 right now. You're down 8. You have Casey getting ready to go to the free throw line coming out of this timeout. So the message for Robert Smith and his team now is, hey, guys, keep chipping away. Keep at it. We are right there. We've had our struggles, yes. But St. Ignatius is giving us an opportunity to take control of this ball game.
Coming up after this third place game, we've got Bolingbrook and Barrington in Class 4A.
I'll say this.
Whitney Young and Glenbard West headed to the state championship game in 4A.
Yeah, we know that Whitney Young definitely wanted this game. They wanted some revenge and some get back against Glenbard West. Losing against Glenbard West back in the winter months, and so this is the rematch. All right, what have you learned from that last game on both sides? How have you become better? And both teams have become better since that first meeting. What I was going to say about Bolingbrook and Rob Grove's team, the head coach for the Raiders, they were going back and forth with Glenbard West for the majority of that first half. They weren't letting up. It was impressive.
Miles Casey just 8 of 14 from the free throw line this season. He had 7 in the semifinal game today. Back to a 9-point St. Ignatius lead. Let's see how Simeon attacks. And pass inside, and the foul against Mark Williams. That's his second.
Probably the easiest call that we'll see be made by an official. And West Rubin cutting down to the short corner, low block area. Mark Williams just a 2-hand push into the back of West Rubin.
Rubin 4 of 6 at the line, now 5 of 7. He's got 15 points.
Just he and his brother have nice releases and nice touches from the free throw line and around that painted area.
Simeon back within 7. The pressure here with just a little over a minute to go, third quarter.
It just has to be concerned about getting the ball over. They just missed that 10-second violation.
It was close. A.J. Red will reload. Gill takes it into the lane. A power move, and that is a man's move. Kolby Gilles into the lane and 1. Give him 17.
Right into the chest of Wes Rubin. Look at this. 4 fouls on Rubin, and there's nothing that he can do with it. I mean, you try and give him space in Gilles because you don't see him knock down perimeter shots as much, especially in this game. But when you back off, you're basically giving him a head start right into your body to make plays at the rim.
Missed the free throw. The Wolfpack get it back. He might go at Rubin again. Rubin's got 4. Instead, they'll hold for 1 here, possibly.
It should be Kolby Gilles getting the basketball to finish off this quarter. Good hands from Rubin.
Rubin bounced it off Gill. It'll be Simeon ball here with 17.3 left.
What a timely play from Wes Rubin. Gets the deflection and then hits the basketball off of the body of Gilles to get the possession for Simeon.
Trying to cut into that 9-point lead. Avion Morris takes it into the lane and scores his first points of the game. Final seconds here, third quarter. A.J. Red at the buzzer. Wide of the mark. Simeon battling back. They trailed by as many as 12. They're down 7 here with 8 to play.
Start your next project at Builders Warehouse. We have over 15 colors of vinyl laminate flooring in stock, starting at $1.85 a square foot. Get it done at Builders Warehouse on Southwest Washington Street, or visit us online at bwpeoria.net.
At Bob Grimm Chevrolet in Morton, we have new inventory arriving every day, and you can reserve yours today. Check in with us to see what's on the way from Chevrolet, and reserve yours before it gets away. Find us at GrimmChevy.com and make 2022 the year you drive away in a Chevrolet, the Bob Grimm way.
Dig the pig. Dig the pig from Butcher's Pizza. Locally made with the finest ingredients. The frozen pizza with the just made taste. The quality pizza that your family deserves. A quick meal you'll be proud to serve. Dig the pig. Dig the pig from Butcher's Pizza.
Do you see the world the way I do? I'm kind of an artist. I take random things around the house and make them into the most amazing sculptures.
Evan, do you know where all the spoons are?
At OSF Healthcare Children's Hospital of Illinois, they see the world the way I do. They put kids first with care designed just for me.
It all starts here in the woods of Illinois. Walnut, hickory, oak, individually selected and harvested for your home. Each tree, each log, milled to perfection, with the same attention to detail for 2 generations. It's not just wood, it's Corsaw hardwood lumber. Grown in Illinois, made in Illinois. Corsaw hardwood lumber, just west of Canton, on Route 9.
Our Menards in-game summary, taking a look at the numbers and inside the numbers for Simeon after a 1-for-11 second quarter. They were 5 for 8 in the third, 62%.
Yeah, and a lot of that is, we saw Wes Rubin picking up his efforts from the start of the third quarter to when we finished things out.
Simeon had 17 points at the half. They had 18 points that quarter. 14 of them due to the Rubens. Wesley had 11, and Miles had 3. Gill draws the whistle.
So for the Wolverines, big, and this is just smart basketball for Kolby Gilles, because he understands that, one, he's quicker off the perimeter once the bigs close out on him, so he's just going to drive to the lane and put his body into the tallest Simeon defenders, who are just bailing him out by trying to swipe and go for blocks. But for the Simeon bigs, it's more about standing and walling up strong instead of trying to swipe and go for a block. If you know that Gilles is going to lower that shoulder to go into your body, try and get in position to take a charge, or stay strong and compact and just have him try and score over the top of him. You're looking at the Rubin twins, who are 6'8", right? You have another guy for the Wolverines and Rogers, who's 6'7". Force Gilles to score over the top of you.
And a little floater for Mavion Morris. He's got 4. He's had a couple of those.
That was like a little Michael Adams, who used to play for the Washington Bullets.
Take it away, Ratliff. Casey ahead to A.J. Red. Great vision. And the layup for Red. He's got 14.
Yeah, good 2-on-1 break there. Every team practices that at some point during the season, maybe every day. A 2-on-1 drill.
Rogers gets it blocked, goes back up. Lance Rogers with his first bucket. Simeon takes timeout.
This
as they pull within 6.
It's a daily drill, Lee. 3-on-2, 2-on-1 breaks. You see Avion Morris here starting the offense, and Rogers is going to stick with the basketball. Good hands, and actually losing the ball helped him kind of get close to him to make that layup easier.
He's a 6'7" senior. He mentioned he was a starter earlier in the year.
Well, I'll say this, Lee. Since the Wolverines have gotten into the bonus, we haven't seen many jump shots from them. They've had a lot of attacks to the rim which is a phenomenal job with their coaching staff. Again, we talked about Robert Smith, his history, an iconic history of coaching high school basketball in the state of Illinois, especially in Chicago at Simeon. But then he has Tim Flowers, who's won multiple state championships. Jelani Neely, who's also won multiple state championships. They know the game and they know the situation. So they're pretty sure they get the message across like, hey guys, no jump shots. Go right to the rim, be strong, be aggressive. If they foul you, you get to the free throw line.
They've whittled it down to 6 here. That's as close as they've been in quite some time. I want to say since it was 13 to 11.
Yeah.
St. Ignatius trying to break that pressure.
Owens going now 2-2-1, full court zone, just trying to make the Wolfpack think a little bit.
Barron from way outside. Not the shot you want there, I don't think. Drain the other way. Gets the bounce. Jalen Drain with 5. And it's a 4-point game.
That was a difficult shot from Drain at that angle with the defender right in front of him. Well, he's one of the best guards in the state.
Moore's got a hand on it. Simeon comes up with it. And I think the foul is going to go against A.J. Red, who's slow to get up. How about the Wolverines?
Yeah, they're
stepping it up here.
The vibes are different, right? We saw Jalen Drain, a senior, get the floater. And now, Avion Morris getting the deflection and Drain getting the steal. And what do you know? It's the double bonus for the Wolverines, something that we talked about late in the third quarter.
Foul. Our fourth quarter free throws presented by OSF Healthcare. Jalen Drain, first team All-Stater, 74% three thrower. He could make it a 2-point game here.
Nice shot from Drain. If I'm St. Ignatius, they need a great possession. Not a good possession, a great possession on this trip. Because now you're starting to see that momentum jump even more over to the side of the Wolverines. Kolby Gilles needs that basketball in his hand, attacking the rim.
2-point game. St. Ignatius led this 29-17 at the half. They turn it over. Here's Davis ahead of the crowd, laying it in. Noah Davis, energy and toughness off the takeaway.
It's a good pick-me-up basket for the Wolfpack there.
Now Simeon will go to work here in the half court. Jalen Drain gives. Rogers, no good. Tip by Rubin. And it's going to be a foul against Simeon. No basket.
They called it on Ratliff. Wow. Let's get a second look at this.
7th team foul. Over the back.
Got him over the back on Kolby Gilles, and Gilles knew it right away.
Now there's some discussion. Robert Smith
wants an explanation. He's probably asking how they're in the bonus on the over the back call.
Gill at the line for the 1-and-1.
Wolfpack in the bonus. Opportunities for them to build on their lead.
5 of 6 at the line tonight.
Big time. Big time from a senior. Understands the moment. Knows that this is his last game. He wants to leave State Farm Center with some good vibes.
4-year varsity player, 2nd all-time games played for St. Ignatius. He knocks them both down, and it's back to a 6-point lead for the Wolfpack.
I'm shocked that he's shooting just over 60% from the free throw line. I mean, we talked about this in the third quarter, Lee. That form, he's comfortable shooting those free throws.
That's drive and take for Jalen Drain.
First team All-Stater getting to the lane. Lefty finish on the left-hand side against defenders. He's stepping his game up.
He's got 9. Back to a 4-point game. Ooh, Gill was wide open and they didn't get it to him. Taken away now by Ratliff. Steal number 10 for the Wolverines. They can cut it to 2, possibly to 1.
Go high ball screen.
Ratliff, the lefty 3 is good. And it's Simeon back within 1.
I just found a new favorite player in the state of Illinois. It's Michael Ratliff. This young man provides so much in his roles, being a star in his role for Robert Smith's team.
4 of 12 from 3-point range before that shot. Matt Monroe with his hands turned, palms up. What's going on out there? Michael Ratliff bombs away, and it gets Simeon back within 1.
Have you said yes to being an organ, tissue, and eye donor? It's a powerful decision to give life to others when you're gone. Today, we cheer for Maddie, her family, and all those who say yes to donation. You have the power to save and enhance lives. Sign up today at donatelifeillinois.org. That's donatelifeillinois.org. And say yes to being a donor.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Yeah, 10 steals. I just said that. Thanks to Nick. Nick, I didn't know it. Nick gave it to me.
Oh, okay. Nice.
17 turnovers. How many did they have at the half? Back at State Farm Center, Simeon has come back. Made it a 1-point game against St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius now with 17 turnovers, and that's where Simeon has made their hay.
Yeah, 13 points off those 17 turnovers. 17 turnovers out of those 17, 10 were steals by the Wolverines. We saw them switch their defense, extended pressure, switched to a 1-2-2 full court press, went to a 2-2-1 full court press, and it's just forced St. Ignatius to be uncomfortable and they're overthinking. And so for the Wolfpack, and I'm sure Matt Monroe and the timeout say, hey, guys, we got to do a better job of controlling the basketball and being calm with it.
Jalen Drain gives Simeon their first lead since it was 8-6.
He gets into double digits with 11 points. It's a new ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how the Wolfpack respond.
7-0 run for the Wolverines. Red pulls up now. Gill. He wants it inside. Got the mismatch. Now they switch. 2.5 minutes to play here.
Ball is in the right hands.
Gill, spin move. Gets the bucket and one. And gives a growl.
Yeah, that's all. I love to see that. Flex after a strong finish. The ball was in the right hands. Right into the chest of Miles Rubin. Like we've seen this time and time again tonight. And you saw Rubin backpedaling. Like when you give Gilles that head start and you give him some momentum, you're just digging yourself a deeper hole. Always got to flex when you put a guy in the basket like that.
You bet. You know? Kolby Gilles, the 3-point play. And it's St. Ignatius back up 2. Thought we were done with close ball games today, but Simeon has roared back here in the second half.
Jalen Drain has been riding a hot streak. We've seen him make some big baskets for the Wolverines in the last few possessions. He's dancing right now.
There he is. No good. Gill the rebound, and they'll get Ratliff on the foul on the rebound. That's his second. 9th team foul on Simeon. So St. Ignatius one away from the double bonus.
Yeah, easy call from the official. Ratliff underneath the arms and body of Gilles. Been to the free throw line 11 times tonight. 9 of 11 from the line for Kolby Gilles so far.
He and A.J. Red have been in this program, varsity, for 4 years. They've seen the rebuild up close and personal. They were 14 and 18 when they were freshmen. 23 now for Gill.
And just over 60% from the free throw line on the season?
I have 68.
68. I don't know. I think it's 86. I don't know, because the way he's shooting in this ball game, he has been flawless from the free throw line.
11 of 13 at the line in this one. 2 minutes to play. St. Ignatius back up 4. They led by as many as 14 in this game.
Simeon a little stagnant with their offense on this possession.
Griffith with it. Gets the screen, gets into the lane, nowhere to go.
Got away with the travel, too. Very fortunate.
He throws it up off the glass, and Ratliff is there to get the rebound. Simeon timeout. Ratliff with 7 off the bench, and he makes it a 2-point game again.
Yeah, just a utility player, Swiss Army knife, all-around game, whatever you want to call it. Michael Ratliff has it. Seen him knock down threes, get big defensive stops, rebounds, points in the paint. Just a lively body. If you don't account for him, things like that happen. You just see him. Nobody puts a body on Ratliff, number 3 in black. Just gets a free run at the rim. That's target practice right there for him.
He's been a great guy off the bench for Simeon. You said he had 7 earlier today?
Had 7 points earlier today.
He's got 7 in this one, had 9 in the Super.
I mean,
pretty consistent.
Yeah, you need consistent guys on your team. Like these are the 3 guys in my book that you always need for championship teams. 1, you need a dog. And what I mean by a dog, a star, a guy that can get you buckets. 2, you need a guy like Michael Ratliff, just a guy that doesn't care how many minutes he gets, what his role is. He just knows when he's on the court, he's going to provide positive moments for his team. And 3, you need a guy that, gets under the skin of other players. You need those type of guys. Go to the NBA. We talked about that today. You need a Draymond Green type. You need those guys on your team to be successful.
Here's A.J. Red. 1:10 to play. St. Ignatius clinging to a 2-point lead. Red takes it to the hoop and scores. He's got 16.
Yeah, just pulling that defender out away from the rim and just in unknown territory. And you saw it right there. Red just beat him off the dribble.
Morris for three. His 57th three of the year makes it a 1-point game. Under a minute to go.
Well, Lee Simeon and made threes this season. He can knock it down easily.
St. Ignatius up one. Richard Barron with it. And Casey is wide open down low, and the assist to Barron.
Yeah, that's big miscommunication from the Wolverines. You cannot have that happen at this stage. Now they have to go. It's 23 seconds left.
Similar situation in the Metamora game today. Ratliff takes it strong, and he'll go to the free throw line. Foul on Gill. That's his first foul.
Yeah. A major defensive breakdown from Simeon.
Great recognition by Barron, who hasn't contributed a lot points-wise. I'm contributing that maybe to his ankle injury from earlier today.
100%. This is not the Richard Barron that we're used to seeing, especially if you've been covering Chicago high school basketball.
Ratliff now 3 of 3 at the line. Jalen Griffith returns for Simeon.
You said this, Lee. It's a similar situation Simeon was in earlier this morning. We'll see if they learned their lesson. It's a big free throw right now for Michael Ratliff.
They went inside and got to the free throw line, which is better than they were able to come up with earlier. That one rattles in and out. 2-point game. And a foul will send the Wolfpack to the line.
A small foul there from Avion Morris. Doesn't want to have any more seconds tick off of that clock.
10th team foul. It'll be 2 free throws for Casey. Miles Casey, we mentioned earlier, 8 of 14 at the line coming into the game for the season. 1 of 2 tonight. 6-foot senior. That's a pretty good stroke for the left-hander.
Yeah. Very calm at the line.
2-possession game if he drains it.
Well, that's a senior for you.
Timeout St. Ignatius. Casey hits a couple of clutch ones there, makes it a 4-point game.
That is what you expect from one of your leaders. A senior that has been through the struggles, that has seen success, especially this season and last season, stepping up at the free throw line and knocking them down.
Another guy that used to be a starter, moved to the bench, and still contributing and playing at a high level for St. Ignatius.
We've heard a lot of stories about guys similar to Miles Casey that, you know, were former starters, were demoted or sent down to the bench, didn't complain, didn't transfer school, accepted their role, and decided, hey, you know what? I'm not going to pout. I'm not going to go complain. I'm going to go out there and give maximum effort to help my team. It's really a credit to the culture that we've seen from both of these programs tonight, and really the programs that we've seen in Champaign.
And contrary to a lot of what we hear in basketball, high school and college. 15.8 left here. St. Ignatius up 4. Simeon with the ball. What do you see him doing here?
Well, it has to be something quick going towards the rim. Again, they're in the double bonus, so don't settle for a 3. 15.8 with the speed that they have with their guard group. Of course, St. Ignatius is going to give token pressure, but it has to be something quick going to the rim. Again, the clock is not going to stop on a made basket in high school basketball, so whatever that decision is, it has to be quick.
Griffith brings it up. Drain with it. Gets to the hoop. Scores. Timeout. Simeon. 60-58 with 6 seconds left. So the Wolverines would need a steal and a bucket here.
Very smart timeout from Robert Smith after the made basket. As I mentioned, that clock doesn't stop. You saw Noah Davis not even going to touch the ball after it went through. But now it allows the Wolverines to set their defense and get their plan. But this is a situation, Lee, where you can't try and see, hey, let's get a quick steal. There's 6 seconds left. You got to foul right away. You don't have time to try and wait and see and hope that the Wolfpack will make a mistake. Foul right away, save yourself some time, and now the pressure is on St. Ignatius to step up to the free throw line and knock down 2 to try and seal this.
What a day it's been in 3A. 2 hard-fought, close games in the semifinals. This looked like a blowout early in the third quarter, and Simeon came roaring back. Bolingbrook and Barrington hit to follow here tonight from the State Farm Center. The University of Illinois. It was a raucous day on Sunday and for the Fighting Illini, and not a very good day for them in Indianapolis today. Davis to inbounds. Casey fouled immediately. So the senior will go back to the line. He's 3 of 4 there. Just made a couple of big ones. Going to be asked to make a couple of more.
Depending on how these free throws go down, Simeon has 1 timeout left. And if you're AJ Casey, you're like, I'm making 2. That 1 timeout is not going to matter.
The senior lefty gets the shooter's roll. Nine of 10 at the line for St. Ignatius in the fourth quarter. Missed that one. Simeon can tie with a 3. Here's Griffith. He's fouled. Okay, well, that was probably a pretty smart play, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Noah Davis to foul. They'll shoot 2 free throws and only 4/10 of a left. 4/10 of a second left.
I just saw Robert Smith as he's walking down the bench. He just put his head down and just acted like he was shooting a jump shot, just trying to send a message to Jalen Griffith to shoot it, son. Shoot it. He's got to get a shot up. So now with 0.4 seconds left, even if Simeon wants to miss this free throw, once you touch that basketball,
is that right? You can tip it in.
You can tip it in, but it's going to take a timed and perfected miss to have that created. It's when you just beef up. I'm sending both Rubin twins in. I'm sending those guys in. I'm going to my other 6'7" guys. Lance Rogers, you're getting in because we need something. We need that length up there to try and tip this basketball in. There he is. Here comes Wes Rubin. He's going to the scores table to get subbed in. He's been sitting for a long time. He's picked up that 4th foul, and we haven't seen him much. And it's really credit to Simeon to be able to come back and make this a ball game with Rubin sitting the majority of this 4th quarter.
Yeah, 16 points to lead the Wolverines in this one. So you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance. A lot of things that has to go right on this free throw.
Seen a lot of crazy things.
Yeah. We talked about the size of St. Ignatius this morning. They have some big bodies, so this is time to utilize those big bodies and move some people out of the way.
Wesley Rubin is not in there. Miles Rubin is. Griffith. Missed it. Tip. Ratliff got a hand on it, but he was behind the backboard, and St. Ignatius hangs on 61-59. Yes, you'd like to win, but Robert Smith has to be proud of his team for the pride they showed there in that second half. That's what he said at halftime. It's all about pride, and they sure as heck showed it tonight.
100%. And we've said this throughout the night that in the preseason, nobody really had Simeon being at this stage of the state tournament, right? Yes, we know the name, but the players that were coming back, outsiders didn't believe that they could make it this far. But you finished 4th in state, a very tough 3A class. This is nothing to hold your head about. But on the flip side for the St. Ignatius Wolfpack, how about this? Haven't been past the super sectional in program history. Like the last time they made it to the super sectional was in 2000. They get to Champaign and they finish with a 3rd place trophy. What a way for these seniors to go out for the Wolfpack.
Matt Monroe's done an excellent job building that program. We mentioned they were 13 and 18. Check that, 14 and 18 when Kolby Gilles and A.J. Red were freshmen and now seniors. They finished 24 and 13 and third place in the state of Illinois. And you mentioned Simeon. Yeah, Robert Smith said, you know, when we started this in June, nobody gave us a chance. Yeah. He knew they had a chance, and they take it all the way to Champaign. Let's go to Donnie Tillman.
All right, thanks, guys. Coach, we talked about all the love in this building between you and your team, and now third place. How exciting is it?
I'm so proud of these guys. This has been an incredibly special group of young men to coach, not only on the court, but getting to develop these lasting relationships with them that I think will go on forever. It's really bittersweet because we accomplished something we wanted to accomplish here by winning this third place game, but it's also over. The season's ended, and I wish we could keep this thing going forever because we got such a good group to work with.
All right, Coach, appreciate your time, and go pick up that trophy. Let's bring in our player of the game. What will you remember most about this season?
Man, we went through a lot of ups and downs this season. We started off 3-4 after being preseason ranked number 4. You know, it could have been easy for us to split apart, but I'm just so proud of how my brothers and I, we stayed together throughout the season. Win or loss, whenever we went on win streaks or losing streaks, we stuck together, and that's why we were able to get down here this season. So I'm going to just always remember that, and just those bonds will last forever.
All right, go get a trophy and one of those things. So take care. Guys, back to you.
Kolby Gilles, 25 points, 7 rebounds in his final high school game, headed to the Air Force Academy next year.
For the 2022 class.
I love that he described his teammates as his brothers. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Spent so much time with his teammates, practice games, traveling, going over each other's houses. It's special to have those bonds.
No doubt.
Representing Division 3. Augie Fontanetta of Veneta, representing Division 2.
Trophies and medallions to be awarded to both teams here.
Representing Division 7.
We will send it over to our PA announcer for that here momentarily. We've got 4A basketball coming your way next. And championship Saturday tomorrow tips off at 11 a.m. Yorkville Christian against Liberty for the 1A state title. And it'll be a day filled with basketball and first place trophies.
I'm smiling right now. That's like Christmas morning for me. I'm excited about Saturday.
All right.
Assistant Principal,
Let's go over to Tim Sinclair.
Athletic Director and Head Coach, Robert Smith. Assistant Coach, Corey Brantford. Assistant Coach, Maurice Brown. Assistant Coach, William Buford. Assistant Coach, Tim Flowers. Assistant Coach, Nathaniel Lloyd. Assistant Coach, Jeleni Neely. Number 0, Avion Morris. Number 1, Jalen Train. Number 2, Jalen Griffith. Number 3, Michael Ratliff. Number 4, Nicholas Robinson. Number 5, Richard Lindsay. Number 10, Wesley Rubin. Number 11, Sincere Johnson. Number 12, Amarion Stevens. Number 13, Lance Rogers. Number 15, Jaquan Adams. Number 23, Amir Morrow. Number 24, Miles Rubin. Number 30, Steve Turner. And number 32, Jayshawn Liggett. And And now the third place individual awards for the St. Ignatius College Prep Wolfpack. President John Chandler. Principal Brianna Latko. Athletic Director Mike Hurley. Certified Athletic Trainer Larry James. Head Coach Matt Monroe. Assistant Coach George Baker. Assistant Coach Rob Dudzik. Assistant Coach James Owens. Assistant Coach Ari Panagoulias. Number 1, Miles Casey. Number 2, AJ Red. Number 3, John Kemp. Number 4, Joey Siciliano. Number 5, Owen Kyhl. Number 10, Noah Davis. Number 11, Austin Toon. Number 13, Phoenix Gill. Number 14, Kyle McIntyre. Number 15, Emmet O'Shaughnessy. Number 20, Mark Williams. Number 22, Sean Figiel. Number 23, Richard Barron. Number 24, Jackson Kotecki. Number 25, Reggie Ray. Number 32, Kolby Gilles. And number 33, Sean Clavadetscher. Now, with the head coach and team captains for the Simeon Wolverines, please step forward to accept the 4th place trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Simeon Wolverines. At this time, with the St. Ignatius College Prep captains and coach, please step forward to accept the 3rd place trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, St. Ignatius College Prep Wolfpack.
All right, another trophy for that.